Chappie, the next film in our series on artificial intelligence and the way it will react in the future.
映画に行きたい気分です。楽しみにしています。
Chappie is an excellent movie. Enjoyed it very much. The critics didn't like it so much. I don't know, maybe they don't understand artificial intelligence. I have no idea. Some probably didn't even watch it because they were saying that the robots were brutalizing people. That wasn't the case. The robots were under human control. They thought for themselves, of course, but they're under human control. But Chappie was not. Chappie was a smashed up robot who got beaten up in a riot so that his battery pack was fused to his body from the explosion. He had about maybe 2 or 3 days of life left in him, and they couldn't do anything about it. Then he would be destroyed. So the maker of these robots took Chappie home to put his artificial intelligence device into Chappie to see if it would work, to see if Chappie would think and react and have a mind of his own. And it worked. Unfortunately, Chappie got robbed by the street gang who want to use Chappie and train Chappie to be one of them and use him for drugs and robbery and whatnot. And they succeed in doing so, although Chappie's programming says that he can't hurt people or rob or steal. And I love the fact that the director had Chappie, Canadian director, born in South Africa but living in Vancouver, where it is now, where is his home address. A promise made can never be broken. I love when Chappie's designer put that program into him, or made Chappie agree to react to that. It is magnificent. The programmer isn't considered an enemy by the gang that steals Chappie, because the programmer kind of keeps to himself and he just helps Chappie along. They put up with the programmer visiting their street gang. In the end, the Hugh Jackman's character, Hugh Jackman plays Wolverine, makes an invasion of this area, tries to destroy Chappie, fails to do so. I think Chappie eventually catches up with him and beats him to death, I believe. And then Chappie takes off. He takes his programming, that of his now deceased friend or mother. He calls her mother, or mummy, or whatever. And he puts her last thoughts and everything, which are now turned into a program, into an AI device, so that she becomes alive as a robot. Chappie moves his device into another robot so that he can live on because his battery pack gave out. And the dying owner who dies, he downloads his thoughts and memories and he puts that into an AI device, so that you end up at the end of this movie with 3 Chappie-like robots running around and doing their thing. I love the fact that Chappie's designated number is 22, my favorite number, and the number that is like a nickname for me. This is a great movie. The Chappie is just a furtherance of the AI dilemma. Do we create these things or do we ignore them? In this case, Chappie proves to be constantly learning, constantly intelligent, but he puts himself, his own existence, as important, to the point where he starts creating those that are like him with the mindset and the mental attributes of those that he has fallen in love with and wants to make them live on again. So we see this AI unit actually creating more AI units, and they'll probably think the same way and create more AI units. So we don't really see in this movie that the AI is a threat, but we see it as a development of a beginning of a new form of artificial species, I guess, for lack of a better word. I recommend Chappie very much. If you can get hold of a DVD, buy it and get it, keep it in your collection. Start collecting the AI DVDs.